You're no longer waiting in the shadows. A powerful shift in fortune is rushing toward you so quickly that it's almost tangible. If you're feeling that surge deep inside, hit that like button, subscribe for more breakthroughs, and drop 77 in the comments to declare your openness to this unstoppable wave. There's a quiet around you, as though the universe itself is orchestrating something massive without alerting the usual onlookers. You've endured enough to know that any true blessing comes with its battles. Yet here you are, on the brink of a leap so profound that every challenge you face suddenly makes sense. The watchers, those who observe with curiosity or skepticism, might feel a change in your energy, but can't quite put their finger on it. They know something big is coming, but they'll never understand the depths of what you've gone through to get here. You, however, feel it. The doubts that once undermined your dreams are fading. You're standing at the threshold of a powerful blessing, one that goes beyond just material gain. It's about stepping into authority in realms you once thought were out of reach. The message is clear and quiet. Stay still and let heaven prepare you for the next chapter of your life. Chapter 1. Tasting the tension between depletion and destiny. Think back. How many times have you felt on the brink of a breakthrough only to watch illusions sabotage your momentum? Your energy flagged right when you needed stamina. The watchers, some with mocking smiles, some with pity, observed your struggle, never truly grasping the cosmic storyline behind your trials. They perceived you spinning your wheels, uncertain why you wouldn't just conform to a smaller dream. In those moments, you questioned whether your convictions were illusions themselves. Yet even as your resources, time, and motivation dwindled, a flicker within refused to die out. There was a small flame of faith that whispered, "Hold on, keep going." That tension was always a clue. When illusions press hardest, it's a sign your destiny is near. Had it been trivial, illusions wouldn't bother. But each time you threatened to surpass your old limits, illusions attacked. Your confidence, your finances, your relationships, any lever that could break you. The watchers, oblivious or complicit, might have told you to be realistic. Realism is illusion's favorite disguise. Realism says aim lower, settle for less. Meanwhile, your soul roared that it had come here for more. That mismatch between illusion's pressure and your soul's hunger created the tension that nearly drained you. Yet you never fully caved. You found scraps of courage in old journals, random synchronicities, or the unstoppable synergy you felt at odd hours of the night. Even battered, you had enough spiritual reflex left to sense that the watchers were not the final arbiters of your worth. So illusions hammered you with exhaustion, hoping you'd drop your sword. But illusions always underestimate the chosen ones, those who carry a predestined mission. Little did illusions know that their attempts to bury you only forced your roots deeper, extracting an inner fortitude unmatched by the surface-level hustle of lesser journeys. Now it's as if that tension has reached a breaking point, like a bowstring pulled taut, ready to launch you forward. No matter how drained you once felt, you sense the cosmic tide turning in your favor. You see glimpses of the old illusions losing their grip. The watchers, uncertain whether to cheer or cower, watch in that tension. You realize the difference between fleeting exhaustion and a definitive meltdown. Fleeting exhaustion can be cured by rest or a moment's reflection. A meltdown means illusions triumph, but the meltdown never happened, because you've been forging resilience in the crucible of adversity. With illusions trembling and watchers silent in their confusion, you stand at the threshold of hope. You suspect that a torrent of resources, finances, and influence is inbound. The universe has tested you enough to confirm you won't squander the blessings or bow to illusions again. That tension in your gut is no longer dread. It's anticipation. Something big is loading, and you know it's more than just a random windfall. It's the next stage of your cosmic assignment. So you clench your resolve, letting illusions see unwavering for once, letting watchers puzzle over your newfound calm. You've tasted the tension, endured the depletion, and discovered that your destiny stands intact despite it all. The final pieces are lining up for an outpouring you're not even sure how to contain, yet you're more than ready to receive. Chapter 2. Where the watchers fail to grasp your ascent. The watchers observe from a distance, uncertain whether to commend or scorn you. Some remain cynics, downplaying your ambitions as delusions. Others mask mild curiosity, wanting front-row seats to your next move. But they can't fathom the synergy at play behind closed doors, how heaven or destiny itself is orchestrating a lavish shift on your behalf. From their vantage, you're just another soul to gossip about. A curiosity in a world starved for drama. They see your outward hustle, your occasional stumbles, but never sense the quiet metamorphosis pumping through your veins. For a long while, illusions used watchers as mouthpieces to cast doubt on your every leap. Whether they ridiculed your pursuits or minimized your hardships, watchers unknowingly served illusion's plan to keep you anchored in self-doubt. They'd say, "You're aiming too high," or "Everyone struggles," implying you had no special calling. Maybe illusions wanted you to interpret these remarks as caution, when in fact it was a subtle sabotage of your blossoming sense of worth. Some watchers even feign support, offering half-baked suggestions that lock you further into illusion's labyrinth. Now you notice how watchers scramble to interpret your unwavering calm. They see that your usual fear or frustration has vanished, replaced by a steadiness that illusions can't replicate. You're no longer swayed by their opinions. You've glimpsed a higher directive telling you to hush, to keep your revelations in stealth mode until the incoming blessings descend. The watchers might be offended that you're not divulging every detail, yet illusions feed on oversharing, twisting your words into cautionary tales. This time, you're playing it close to the vest, safeguarding your budding destiny from idle speculation. The watchers can't wrap their heads around your readiness to shift gears so quietly. They see your quiet confidence as either arrogance or retreat, but illusions have parted, leaving you free to focus on alignment with the cosmic self. You've discovered that the watchers can't supply the validation illusions once made you crave. That validation flows from a place beyond watchers' understanding, a synergy with divine forces, opening corridors of authority and abundance in your life. It's not that you despise watchers. You simply see them for what they are, external onlookers who can't fully perceive your internal transformation. Some watchers might evolve, stepping out of illusions to support you genuinely, but illusions remain for the rest, and you're done bridging that gap. You allow watchers to remain watchers, letting them observe from the sidelines as your next chapter unfolds. Be illusions that once used. Watchers as tools to rattle you find themselves powerless against your calm. You refuse to give illusions an inch by oversharing your blueprint, so watchers can talk, can guess, can critique. None of it disturbs you. You sense the universe's hush, urging you to keep your lips sealed while a wave of blessings gathers momentum. This hush is strategic, ensuring illusions get no chance to sabotage. The watchers fail to see the purpose in your quiet, but that's not your concern. Your ascent is certain, fueled by synergy. Illusions can hamper, and watchers can decode. They can only watch, eyes wide, as you ascend to an apex of fortune and authority. Your vow remains: keep your calm, guard your energy, and let heaven finalize the glorious outcome that watchers will never fully comprehend. Chapter 3. The Whisper That Everything's About to Flood. And you can't pinpoint the exact moment you realized it, but a whisper has begun dancing at the edges of your consciousness. It's a subtle hum, telling you that any day now, your life will shift so drastically it might take your breath away. The watchers remain fixated on your outward posture, expecting signs of restlessness or mania, but instead they see unwavering composure. Inside, you sense illusions panicking, knowing they can't suppress the hush that signals a breakthrough. You feel this unstoppable hush more profoundly each morning, like a secret note in the cosmic symphony that only you can hear. That whisper. It's no random daydream. It's the universe telling you your cup is about to overflow. Maybe illusions once insisted you keep laboring in frantic mode, believing success only comes through painful strain. Now you realize a gentler synergy can yield more. The watchers might interpret your newfound calm as laziness. Illusions try to sow doubt. Maybe you're complacent, they hiss. But you've learned to interpret illusions' negativity as a sign you're on the right track. Your hush is an act of trust, not inertia. You sense that, With illusions disempowered, your energies align with a cosmic blueprint poised to unleash. It's a surreal feeling. You wander through your routines as though everything is normal, yet your spirit bristles with expectancy. You might catch yourself spontaneously smiling at random intervals, as if you know a joke the watchers don't. And, in a way, you do. Illusions can't foresee that a massive wave of resources, opportunities, or even direct power is forging a path straight to your door. The watchers might question your behavior, but illusions remain clueless about the cosmic handshake that's about to be sealed in your favor. Of course, illusions try one final infiltration, nudging you to brag or boast about your premonition, to reveal your hopes or designs so watchers can poke holes in them. But you remember your vow to keep quiet. Words spoken prematurely can get twisted or robbed of their potency. Illusions have sabotaged you enough times to teach you the importance of stealth. You now guard your tongue, letting watchers see only a fraction of your plan. The illusions that once thrived in your oversharing starve in your silence. Over the last few nights, your dreams might have grown more vivid. The universe, in an unspoken conversation with your subconscious, reassures you that your cosmic deposit is almost ready. The watchers might laugh at dream talk, but illusions cringe, recalling how your dreams often bring clarity that undermines illusions' hold. Day by day, you find your heart steadier, your hopes more tangible. You don't precisely know the shape or scale of what's coming. You only know it's real, unstoppable, and intimately tied to your unwavering stance. So you carry on living normally, eyes bright with that secret knowledge. The watchers remain baffled, illusions, frustrated, and that hush, the one that signals an imminent shift, resonates more clearly with each breath. When illusions fade at the edges of your mind, the hush expands, telling you to stay calm. Let it come. You'll soon be loaded with everything you need to flourish beyond your wildest dreams, and you, with silent confidence, obey the hush, anticipating the moment your entire life floods with fortune and authority. Chapter 4. A Test of Humility in the Face of Overflow. Sensing an avalanche of blessings doesn't mean illusions won't strike. Right when you're about to receive cosmic bounty, illusions may stroke your ego, convincing you that you are unmatched. Their goal is to twist your gift into arrogance or reckless ambition. Watchers enthralled by illusions might push you to indulge in grandiose behaviors that backfire. Humility, then, becomes your shield before the overflow arrives. Humility is not self-doubt. It keeps you aligned with the universe's deeper purpose. Watchers might urge you to show off, but illusions thrive on public displays of hubris. You sense better. Your hush represents discipline, confidence, not vanity. True greatness demands respect for both yourself and the cosmic forces behind these gifts. Illusions also stir watchers and incite them to test your patience with gossip or undermining tactics. They want you to lash out, tarnishing your composure. Yet if you remain humble, you reflect negativity with quiet grace, starving illusions of conflict. Watchers either admire your restraint or can't fathom your refusal to escalate drama. Not everyone approaching you now has pure motives. Old acquaintances might sense your impending breakthrough and rush to latch on to your success. Illusions disguise them as helpful allies, but your intuition spots hidden agendas. Humility doesn't mean ignoring red flags. It means trusting your vantage enough to handle interactions calmly without illusions clouding your judgment. Simultaneously, illusions try to seed fear, hinting that if you don't flaunt results, watchers will doubt your blessings. But you don't need watchers' approval. In the past, illusions preyed on your insecurities. Now you stand above such manipulations. You know the universe's flow isn't tethered to watchers or illusions, but to your readiness to steward what's coming. By remaining humble, you prove you can bear the gifts that soon will be placed in your hands. Thus, humility is no passive stance. It's active proof. Illusions can ensnare you, but anticipating abundant resources, you stay. In grateful composure, your hush is a form of reverence rather than fear. The watchers expecting you to gloat or perplexed, illusions aiming for your downfall, are thwarted. You're prepared to receive massive blessings with the calm of someone who has wrestled with illusions long enough to see through their ploys. As the wave of abundance nears, your humility ensures it raises you higher instead of sweeping you aside, and illusions retreat from the unstoppable synergy you embody. Chapter 5. Shielding the Blessing with Silence. In this final approach, complete secrecy becomes vital. You sense the universe orchestrating behind the scenes, linking people, cracking windows of opportunity, and funneling resources your way. Meanwhile, illusions want you to spill your plans or flaunt early glimpses of fortune, so watchers can sow doubt or envy. Recognizing the stakes, you adopt silence as your stronghold. Keeping hush isn't rooted in paranoia, but in protecting the delicate seed of your next level. A seed thrives in darkness, safe from prying eyes. If watchers or illusions tame your budding success with negativity, it can warp its trajectory. You fiercely guard your energy, revealing minimal details even to well-intentioned confidence. Knowing illusions latch on to any shred of skepticism. You note how watchers react to your silence. Some pry, not out of true care, but illusions-driven curiosity, eager to see if you've truly transcended or remain ensnared. By offering only cryptic hints and gentle smiles, you starve illusions. Watchers may find your hush aloof, yet illusions can't weaponize what they don't know. This secrecy goes beyond words. You monitor your social media, resisting the urge to publicize new allies or ventures, with illusions left guessing. Your synergy with the universe intensifies. Subtle nudges guide you to the right collaborations and decisions, while watchers in the dark can't sabotage blessings before they manifest. Illusions might attempt emotional ambushes, whispering that you're selfish for withholding your progress. But real allies respect your need for privacy and trust your journey. Watchers who complain don't understand illusions' cunning or serve as illusions' unaware accomplices. You share details only with those who see your hush as wisdom, not secrecy. If illusions prod watchers to demand answers, a calm, focusing on my journey, all is well, suffices. At the same time, illusions may push you toward full isolation. You discern true protective quiet, selectively sharing with trusted partners who grasp your vision, from paranoid-driven withdrawal that locks you away. Your hush strikes a balance. Minimal work, maximum intention. It forwards illusions, allowing your blessing to incubate untouched. So you shield your unfolding reality behind a subtle wall, leaving illusions baffled and watchers guessing. This hush is your sword, cutting illusions' access points, while cosmic synergy cements every step. The unveiling draws near, but not yet. For now, you guard your progress in silence, ensuring illusions remain powerless against what heaven prepares to deliver. Chapter 6. Embracing the surge of power and resources. It happens almost overnight. The channels open, and a surge of money, authority, or resources arrives with breathtaking force. A promotion granting you unprecedented autonomy, a lucrative contract, or a sudden windfall answers your deepest financial prayers. Illusions scramble to interpret or sabotage it, while watchers marvel or grimace. You remain in hush, accepting the universe's bounty without handing illusions a foothold. You sense unstoppable forces converging on your behalf, every prayer, tear, and vision merging into tangible blessing. Illusions insisted such abundance was impossible, that you lack the status to wield real authority. Now illusions stand revealed as liars with proof in your hands, a signed contract, a swelling bank account, or a commanding role. Watchers scramble to spin your success. Some call it luck, others sidle up, hoping to share your gains. People who once mocked your ambitions now praise your vision, hoping to profit. Illusions may spark guilt, urging you to over-explain or overshare. You see through these tricks. You keep your hush, letting the gift take root before inviting onlookers. This is your time to let synergy flourish while illusions starve. Illusions also try leveraging a new position. They murmur that you should overstep, indulge, or grow arrogant, while watchers itch for drama. Yet you recall the sleepless nights illusions once inflicted, refusing to trade your synergy for a moment of vanity. You hold your power responsibly, guided by the calm hush that delivered this blessing. Amid the whirlwind of success, you find a deeper peace, as if all prior struggles prepared you for this exact moment. Watchers remain stuck in illusions about how quickly fortunes can shift, but you understand the universe pivots reality in a flash when your spirit aligns. The hush you nurture is your shield, preventing illusions from coaxing you into bragging. You also see how your influence can aid others in shattering illusions, and you tread carefully, an example of heaven's abundance for those who persist. You notice some watchers still bound by illusion, cynicism, unable to fathom your rapid ascent. From your vantage, you exist in a truth once ridiculed, silently proving illusions hold no final power. The energy within you overflows illusion's best attempts. Now you inhabit a realm of authority and resources once unimaginable, while illusions, once booming large, fade into whispers, overshadowed by your unstoppable synergy with cosmic design. Chapter 7. Sustaining your reign and guarding the gate. Now crowned with fresh authority and wealth, you face a new challenge: maintaining your hush and ensuring illusions never sabotage your newfound realm. You realize illusions can resurface in subtle guises, tempting you to brag or get entangled in watchers' dramas. You sense watchers who once doubted you now wait to see if you'll fall from grace. Knowing illusions rarely quit, you stand vigilant, letting hush become a lifestyle, a potent guardrail for your unstoppable synergy. You remain gracious, not naive. Allies gather, wanting to celebrate your success, but illusions feed on oversharing. Watchers coax you into revealing the secret sauce. You keep your circle tight, your plans tighter. None of this is paranoia. It's the direct result of forging your path in the face of illusion sabotage. By sealing off infiltration points, finances, intimate alliances, strategic moves, you ensure illusions remain starved. Daily, you recall the spiritual foundation that carried you here. Generosity remains your home, but with healthy boundaries. Once, illusions exploited your giving nature, draining your resources or enmeshing you in watchers' manipulations. Now you share responsibly, never letting illusions guilt-trip you into scattering blessings without discernment. This hush anchors you, letting actions speak louder than words, denying illusions any handle to twist. Meanwhile, illusions might sow complacency, whispering you vary so you can relax your discipline. You recall illusions pounce the moment your guard lowers. You reaffirm your synergy with the universe, humbly acknowledging your success as stewardship. If illusions try inflating your ego, you refocus on your bigger mission. That hush wards off illusions of grandeur and mania of self-doubt. Watchers might see your hush as wisdom or secrecy, but their judgments don't concern you. Some watchers from your old environment may return, promising changed hearts. You test them gently, guided by hush, judging them by actions, not words, to see if illusions still grip them. This is how you sustain your reign, refusing illusions a foothold and relying on spiritual synergy over watchers' applause. You may expand your realm or invest in meaningful causes, but you guard the hush that shielded you on your ascent. Watchers may wonder how you handle so much power and wealth without illusions or self-doubt. You know unstoppable synergy with cosmic law fosters calm, no matter your domain size. So you stride on, living proof that illusions can be dethroned, watchers at bay, synergy with higher purpose guiding every step. Your hush remains your shield, ensuring illusions never topple your stable, abundant domain. What you yearn for is here, or soon awaiting your calm directive. Illusions can't outsmart destiny's design. Watchers observe but can't replicate the synergy that belongs uniquely to you, forging unstoppable triumph from hush and unwavering faith.